Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Scrutiny of nominations for third phase of Lok Sabha elections being held today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says a strong government at the centre can take big decisions to move the country forward. Congress President Rahul Gandhi says many people lost their jobs because of demonetisation. Samajwadi Party releases its election manifesto. In Maldives, campaigning for parliamentary elections comes to an end this evening, polling to be held tomorrow. In Badminton, Kidambi Srikanth to take on Chen Long of China in Malaysia Open quarterfinal at Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore to take on Kolkata Knight Riders in Bengaluru. Scrutiny of nominations for the third phase of Lok Sabha elections is taking place today. Filing of nominations for this phase ended last evening. Monday is the last date for withdrawal of nominations. 115 seats spread over 12 states and 2 union territories will go to polls in this phase on the 23rd of April. All parliamentary constituencies of Gujarat, Goa, Kerala, Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu will go to polls in the third phase. Besides this, voting in this phase will also take place for 14 seats each in Maharashtra and Karnataka, 10 in Uttar Pradesh, 7 in Chhattisgarh, 6 in Odisha, 5 each in Bihar and West Bengal, 4 in Assam and 1 seat in Jammu and Kashmir. In Gujarat, total 313 candidates filed their nomination papers for 26 Lok Sabha seats on the last day of filing of nominations yesterday. With this, the total number of nominations has gone up to 573. More from our correspondent.
Ruling BJP and opposition Congress are contesting on all seats of the state, while BSP and NCP have also fielded their candidates apart from independents and others. However, the clear picture of the final contest will emerge only after the withdrawal of nominations. BJP President and party's candidate for Gandhinagar Lok Sabha seat Amit Shah is scheduled to campaign in his constituency tomorrow. Former State Congress President Bharat Singh Solanki is campaigning today in his Anand constituency. Congress party has also released party's manifesto in Gujarati at State Congress headquarters today. With report of Yogesh Pandya from Ahmedabad, Gulshan Rawat, AIR News, Delhi.
In Kerala, a total of 303 candidates filed their nominations for 20 Lok Sabha constituencies. Our correspondent has the details.
Of the 303 nominations received, most numbers are from Wayanad and Attingal constituencies, where 23 candidates each have filed their nomination. The least number is from Idukki, that is 9. Yesterday, Congress President Rahul Gandhi filed nomination from Wayanad. Sitting MP and NDA candidate Suresh Gopi filed nomination from Chalakkudi. NDA candidate K. Surendran and UDF candidate Andrew Anthony, who is contesting from Pathanamthitta, filed their nomination yesterday. Shamila, AIR News, Thiruvananthapuram.
In Assam, 62 nomination papers have been submitted for this phase for the 4 Lok Sabha constituencies. In Goa, our correspondent reports that 16 candidates filed their papers for 2 parliamentary constituencies.
A total of 43 candidates have filed nominations for general elections and assembly bypolls in Goa. Prominent candidates for South Goa include sitting BJP MP Narendra Savaikar, former Goa Chief Minister Francisco Sardina, representing the Congress, and Aam Aadmi Party's Elvis Gomes. Separately, 27 candidates filed nominations for assembly by-elections, which would be held alongside general elections. Saikal Sarkar from Goa for AIR.
A total of 69 nominations were filed in Odisha for 6 Lok Sabha seats, while in Bihar, 114 candidates filed nomination for 5 parliamentary constituencies. In Karnataka, 317 candidates have filed 457 nominations for 14 constituencies. Out of these, 188 candidates are independents. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today pitched for a strong and decisive government at the centre. Addressing a rally at Amroha in Uttar Pradesh, he said a strong government can take tough and big decisions to move the country forward. He said the world is looking at India today because of the decisive and strong government at the centre. In an apparent attack on the opposition, Mr. Modi accused the Congress, Samajwadi Party and Bahujan Samaj Party of adopting a soft stand on the issue of terrorism.
कांग्रेस हो, समाजवादी पार्टी हो, बहुजन समाज पार्टी हो, आतंकवाद पर इसी नर्म रवैये की वजह से कुछ लोगों के हौसले बुलंद हुए हैं। इन दलों ने सिर्फ आतंक को ही मदद नहीं दी है, इन्होंने आपके जीवन, आपके अस्तित्व को भी संकट में डालने का काम किया।
Mr. Modi said his government has not let India down in the last 5 years and the world is hailing India today. The Prime Minister will address a public rally in Saharanpur in Uttar Pradesh later today. Our correspondent reports that Saharanpur will see a three-cornered contest among the BJP, Congress and SP-BSP RLD alliance candidates. The Prime Minister is also scheduled to address a public meeting in Dehradun today. Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi Vadra is also scheduled to hold a road show in Ghaziabad today. BJP President Amit Shah today held a public rally at Changlang in Arunachal Pradesh. He is presently addressing a rally at Wangcheng Kodompokpe ground in Manipur's Thawbal district. Later in the day, Mr. Shah is scheduled to address a public meeting in Moregaon in Assam. Congress President Rahul Gandhi has said every day in India 27,000 youth lose their jobs. He was interacting with students in Pune today. The Congress President said many people lost their jobs because of demonetisation.
When we inject 72,000 rupees into every poor person's bank account, the Indian economy will start again. What has happened is the Indian economy is jammed shut. I told you 27,000 jobs a day are being lost. The moment we start to put money into people's hands, they will start to buy things. The moment they start to buy things, production will begin, factories will start working.
The Congress President also assured that after coming to power, the Congress will give 33% reservation to women in Vidhan Sabha, Lok Sabha and in government jobs. Congress has announced Dhirendra Pratap Singh as its candidate from Shravasti seat of Uttar Pradesh for the Lok Sabha polls. The party has also announced the candidature of Ram Nivas Rawat from Morena constituency of Madhya Pradesh. The Congress today alleged that India's growth rate has slowed down under the NDA government. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, party spokesperson Randeep Surjewala said various international ratings agencies as well as the RBI has said growth rate has slowed down and inflation has increased. Samajwadi Party today released its election manifesto and called for greater change through social justice, Samajik Nyay se Mahaparivartan. While releasing his party's manifesto in Lucknow, Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav said that farmers will be happy only when their loans are waived off completely. The party has promised women's empowerment and gender justice in its manifesto. Mr. Akhilesh said,
सामाजिक न्याय से महापरिवर्तन एक नई दिशा, एक नई उम्मीद के साथ हम जनता के बीच में ले जाना चाहते हैं। इसलिए जरूरी था कि ये डॉक्यूमेंट भी जनता के बीच में पहुंचाने का काम करें।
Bahujan Samaj Party BSP chief Mayawati today said that demonetization resulted in an undeclared political and economic emergency in the country. In a tweet, she said the country suffered immensely under the emergency imposed by the Indira Gandhi government, but the undeclared emergency of Notbandi has made the lives of 130 crore people miserable, causing huge unemployment. In Bihar, FIRs have been registered against 42 presiding officers due to dereliction of duties in East Champaran district of the state. District Magistrate Raman Kumar said these officers were absent during polling training program. He said the concerned departments of these officers have been instructed to take departmental action. The DM said action has also been taken against 16 static magistrates due to the negligence of duties. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
News Services Division of All India Radio is broadcasting a special live program, Janadesh 2019, on the developments related to the General Elections 2019.
Tune in to the FM Gold channel of AIR from 4:05 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. every day till the announcement of results to listen to this special program.
In the Maldives, the month-long campaign for parliamentary elections will come to an end this evening. Polling will be held tomorrow and preliminary results are expected on Sunday. More from our correspondent.
Campaigning will end at 6 p.m. this evening and candidates are busy connecting with their voters to get their support. The election holds significance for ruling Maldivian Democratic Party MDP, which is seeking support to get majority in parliament. Though Maldives has presidential form of government, key legislations have to be approved by parliament, which also keeps check on government in other ways. Opposition combined led by former President Abdullah Yamin has developed understanding with Jamhuri Party, one of the constituents of ruling coalition, and are working hard to deny MDP a majority. Santosh Kumar for AIR News from Malé.
The Supreme Court today refused to entertain a plea challenging the recent Aadhaar ordinance brought by the centre and asked the petitioners to approach the High Court first. A bench of Justices S.A. Bobde and S.A. Nazir said they are not expressing anything on the merits of the case and they would like to have the view of the High Court on the issue. The Supreme Court has refused to grant an interim stay on the operation of the electoral bond scheme. A bench headed by Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi, while hearing the petition of an NGO today, said the issue requires detailed hearing and therefore it will be taken up on the 10th of April. The bench also asked the NGO to file an appropriate application. The petitioner in its plea has alleged that thousands of crores are anonymously being given to political parties under the scheme. The centre insists that the scheme was brought to check the flow of black money into political funding. The electoral bond scheme was notified by the centre in January last year. The Supreme Court has stayed the Delhi High Court order asking the Associated Journals Limited AJL to vacate the National Herald House building at ITO in New Delhi. A bench headed by Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi also issued notice to the Centre's Land and Development Office on the plea of AJL, publisher of the National Herald. AJL had moved the Apex Court against the High Court's February order, dismissing the publisher's plea to restrain the Centre from taking any coercive steps to vacate its premises. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu is visiting Lucknow today, where he will be the chief guest at the National Cardiology Conference 2019, being held at Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute of Medical Sciences. The Vice President will inaugurate the 3-day conference organized by the Department of Cardiology, in which leading national and international experts from Europe, USA, Japan, Singapore, South Korea, Indonesia and Australia will deliberate on the latest topics of interventional cardiology and cutting-edge technology. At the stock markets, the Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange rose 130 points to trade at 38,815 a short while ago. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange added 47 points to 11,645. At the Forex market, the rupee depreciated 5 paise to 69 rupees 21 paise against the dollar in intraday deals. In IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore will take on Kolkata Knight Riders at 8 p.m. in Bengaluru this evening. Sunrisers Hyderabad beat Delhi Capitals by 5 wickets at Firozshah Kotla ground in New Delhi last night. Riding on opener Johnny Bairstow's 48 of 28 balls, the Sunrisers chased down a modest 130-run target with 9 balls to spare. In the Malaysia Open Badminton, ace Indian shuttler Kidambi Srikanth will face 4th seed Chen Long of China in men's singles quarterfinal in Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. The 8th seed Indian defeated Kosit Pratap of Thailand 21-11, 21-15 in the second round yesterday to seal a quarterfinal spot. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. Scrutiny of nominations for third phase of Lok Sabha elections being held today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says a strong government at the centre can take big decisions to move the country forward. Congress President Rahul Gandhi says many people lost their jobs because of demonetisation. Samajwadi Party releases its election manifesto. In the Maldives, campaigning for parliamentary elections comes to an end this evening, polling to be held tomorrow. In badminton, Kidambi Srikanth to take on Chen Long of China in Malaysia Open quarterfinal at Kuala Lumpur this afternoon. And in IPL cricket, Royal Challengers Bangalore to take on Kolkata Knight Riders in Bengaluru. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.nic.in. With that, we end the Midday News.